Hungry Wolf's Lucky Day. Part 1. The Dream. Once there was
a wolf
who lived alone.
He hunted alone.
It had always been that way.
Now, when he was a young wolf, this had been okay, but
now he was an old wolf.
He couldn't jump so high.
He couldn't run so fast.
And this meant he couldn't hunt so
well.
And he often found he was going to bed hungry.
Now, in this story we're telling you, he had gone for several days without any food at all. And maybe for that reason, during the night, he had a very intense dream. He dreamed
the most wonderful breakfast had been spread out in front of him.
Never mind what a wolf's idea of a wonderful breakfast is.
Each to his own.
Taste different.
Wolf thought it was all delicious, and he dreamt he ate so much
he had to roll over on his back.
Loosen up his fur.
Because his belly was so round and full.
And then he woke up.
And he was starving. But
it all seemed so real.
He thought,
it must be a sign. Today is going to be my lucky day.
And off he trotted to find his lucky breakfast.
Part 2.
The cow. It was still quite dark out, but the wolf's nose led him to a mother cow and her newborn calf.
Good morning, Mother Cow.
Morning, Mr. Wolf.
What a beautiful baby you have. You have no idea how glad I am to meet you both. Last night, I dreamed about a lucky breakfast. And here you are. Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Mr. Wolf, I'd be more than glad to be your breakfast.
Oh, I knew it. It's my lucky day.
I've lived long enough, morning after morning, of farmers' cold hands. Pull, 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 pull. What kind of a way is that to start a day?
Well, I guess I wouldn't know.
Well, I do have a last request to make of you.
I could be generous, I guess, long as it doesn't cost anything.
Well, this may come as a surprise to you, but I'm one of your biggest fans. Me and the girls, we lie in the barn after milking time, and we listen to you sing on the mountain. And oh, what a beautiful voice you've got. But my girl here, little Elsette, she's never heard you sing, and it's my duty as her mama to have you sing one of your beautiful songs for her.
I don't know. I don't really like to sing before breakfast.
Oh, just a short song.
I don't want to disappoint anybody, but you know, I can't sing like I used to. I've lost quite a lot of my upper register.
Well, for little Elsette here.
I wish she could have heard me when I was 5. Oh, I could really sing when I was 5.
Oh, look.
What?
The moon's still up. See how big it is. Big. Isn't it?
All right.
Said the wolf,
and
he jumped up on the nearest stone.
Threw back his head.
And started to sing.
I believe it was the Hallelujah Chorus.
Well, that stone was only a short distance away from the farmyard.
Farmers' dogs heard that wolf.
So loud.
So clear. So close.
And they ran that wolf way
into the woods.
Miles before he finally got away.
Or most of them got away.
And as he sat there licking his wounds, he was saying to himself,
oh, sometimes I do things that make me feel so stupid. Why did I have to do something that would make me feel so stupid? Stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Never again.
But he was hungrier than ever, so he set off again to find that
lucky breakfast. Part 3.
The pigs. Soon the wolf came to 3 little pigs.
Little pigs, little pigs.
Said the wolf.
This is my lucky day. You are my lucky breakfast.
And the 3 little pigs said, oh, Mr. Wolf, your breakfast.
Pigs.
We made.
Wolves to
Everybody knows that.
But you really ought to
eat the tastiest one first. It's only right.
Okay,
said the wolf.
Which one is the tastiest one?
Oh,
well,
that's easy. It's me.
No.
No,
Me.
Me. Wait.
Wait. I know.
The farmer always says,
The
tastiest
tastiest pig
has the curliest tail. Right.
Right.
Right. And that's me.
No.
No.
Me.
Wait.
And they ran around, each other
and the wolf
with their little tails
curling
and uncurling.
this.
Me. Stop it!
Said the wolf.
You're making me dizzy. I can't even tell who's who, let alone who's got the curliest tail. How do you expect me to pick out the tastiest one? Wait. I know.
We'll go right over here by the pig pen.
Like this.
Then we'll turn around like this so you can see and compare our curly little tails.
And then we'll stand.
Very.
Mama!
And they dived under the boards of that pig pen.
Boom!
Mama!
Boom!
Mama!
Boom!
Mama!
We're not only there, Mama,
But a whole lot of other big
pig mamas. All the big pig mamas said,
And the wolf said,
Stupid.
but he was smart enough not to mess around with those big pig mamas.
So,
hungrier than
he
ever
set off again.
to find that
Lucky breakfast.
Part 4. The donkey. Soon the wolf came to a donkey grazing on the edge of the field.
Good morning, donkey. This is my lucky day. You're my lucky breakfast. I'm going to eat you.
Can't eat me.
Oh, no, why not?
Because
Said the donkey.
I got a letter from God and it says you can't.
I don't see any letter.
It's back there.
Back where?
Under my foot.
So,
The wolf trotted back to look.
all right, which foot?
Left foot.
Well, would you mind lifting it up so I can see?
My pleasure, sir.
And
The next thing the poor wolf knew, he was lying in the road.
he had this huge throbbing lump on his head. He was listening to the donkey.
Trotting
off into
And the wolf thought,
Stupid. I think I should try to use this as a learning experience and next time vary my approach.
so he trotted off, still determined to find that
Lucky breakfast.
Part
5.
5. The
Chicken.
chickens.
Chicken was scratching around in the dirt. Wolf said, all right, this time I'm not going to say good morning. This time I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to get down on my belly and crawl up through the tall grass until I'm really close without saying anything at all. Completely silent. And when I'm really close, at the last possible minute, bunch up all my muscles and roar! I got you! It's a lucky day.
Oh, yes, Mr. Wolf, you got me.
Uh-huh.
Got me fair and square.
Uh-huh.
Please,
Uh-huh.
let me say a prayer before you eat me.
Uh-uh.
Oh, please.
Got it.
You wouldn't have to let me go.
You got that right.
You just hold on tight and I'll say my prayer.
Wolf did hold on tight.
And the chicken did say her little chicken prayer.
Sounded like this.
Quack, 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 quack,
And the tail feathers tickled the roof of the wolf's mouth.
quack,
And the wolf went,
quack, 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 quack,
"Squeeze that chicken, wobbly, wobbly. It was all the way up in the top of the tree, and the chicken and all the little birdies that were already up there sang together.
Amen. And the wolf thought,
I believe I must be the stupidest wolf on the face of the earth. I think I have finally learned something. Next thing I see that looks like it's my lucky breakfast, I'm not messing around. I'm just going to jump on it and swallow it down whole. Right away, all at once.
Part 6, the ram. Now, for those of you who might not know, a ram is a bull sheep. He was big.
He looked tough.
He had long curling horns.
He said, "Bah!" Wolf thought, this is not going to be easy. Ram said,
"Now let's make this easy on both of us, old-timer."
Wolf thought, he's going to try and pull something over on me. I know he is. Ram said,
"Now I'm not going to try to pull the wool over your eyes." Bah! Bah! Bah!
no matter what he says, I'm not going to do it.
You don't have to do a thing.
No.
You just sit and stay and open your mouth real wide. Then I'll take a running start and I'll jump right down into your throat.
Oh, this is great. At last, my lucky day.
So the wolf sat and stayed and opened his mouth
Wide
real
as it would
wide.
go.
The ram lowered his head,
boy.
started pawing the ground,
breakfast.
and the lump,
It's
the lump,
my
the lump, the
lucky
lump, the lump, the lump.
day.
And the next thing the poor wolf knew, he was lying right in the middle of his own forest, and he hurt all over, and he thought,
Yeah, I am. I'm the stupidest wolf on the face of the earth. I don't even deserve a lucky breakfast. I should never have got out of bed at all.
and he rolled over and went back to sleep.
Now, when Mr. Papashvili told this story, and when everybody who tells this story in Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Poland, and Georgia tell this story, some version thereof, that's the end of it.
However, we can tell you part 7, the happy ending. The wolf slept on, and as he slept, his poor empty belly began to rumble. After a while, he rolled over on his back and began to snore. He slept on into the night. The stars came out, and the moon, and all the nighttime animals went on upon their nightly business. And
as he slept, it so happened that
a whole parade of
lemmings
lemmings,
were moving through the woods.
dozens and dozens of
little northern
mousy
rodents
creatures about
that big.
They were carrying little signs,
They were singing little songs.
all about the end of the world,
And they were looking for the sea.
which their little lemming leader had told them was the doorway to lemming heaven.
And you will know that it is the sea, my darling,
Said their little lemming leader.
by the following sure signs. It is wide and wet. It is deep and dark. And it gives off a churning, rhythmical, roaring sound. And when you find the sea, my darlings, throw yourselves in to heaven.
And so the lemmings came to the wolf,
And they
peered
down
into
his
open mouth. It is wide.
It's wet.
It looks very deep.
Awful dark down there, sure enough.
But our leader said it would get off a churning, rhythmical, roaring sound.
At that moment, out of the mouth of the wolf came a loud,
It's the sea! And
one after the other.
they dived right on in. Plock, plock, plock. until the wolf's poor empty belly was finally full.
Now, there are two possible morals to this story.
And you can choose the one you like best.
Moral number one. Even if you are the most foolish wolf on the face of the planet, your lucky dream might possibly still come true.
Moral number two. God helps those who sleep with their mouths open.
And that's the story of the Hungry Wolf.